stern anchored before? Okay.
Someone yelled at him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like some Canadian boat. Like, you can't be here, bud.
Well, you can't go there either.
Yeah, let's get a little bit of mayhem around here.
This is getting cray.
It's gotten quite packed in here now. Are they hitting? Or are they? What, you heard yelling?
No, I just happened to see it. We're outside to refill our generator. Cloudy conditions these last few days have made running it to supplement our solar necessary. But we're also watching the latest drama unfold in our tiny, crowded Anchorage. Boats swinging in different directions and coming too close for comfort to our neighbors. Those two boats are so close together. The problem is that real estate is quite limited here in Hiva, the Marquesas, as this is one of the few anchorages that is tenable for life on the hook, and also happens to be close to town. And being close to town is a major selling point because there aren't many towns, period, in this island group. So if you need a bank or to re-up on supplies, this is one of very few options. Though we've come to Hiva specifically to clear in with customs and immigration, we've also enjoyed the spectacular beauty of this island. Just a casual orchid.
Smile.
A remarkably verdant place of volcanic origins, the variety of flora is astounding, and the views these rocky hilltops afford are stunning. And besides beautiful flowers, there are so many fruit trees, it's mind-boggling. It's a place that feels bountiful and otherworldly, and one we could probably kill a lot more time in. But we only have 3 months to explore all of French Polynesia, and though the Marquesas have wowed us, it is critical to keep moving, and not only because of our visa, but because we have many, many miles to cover before cyclone season eventually becomes a threat. Anybody want a breadfruit? So we've got to leave this lovely place with its seemingly thousands of roosters and chickens, but yet so few eggs, though happily the island group where we'll head next is the one we're most looking forward to exploring above all the others, the Tuamotos. Supply ship is coming in as we're leaving the Marquesas, and frankly we're pretty glad that we got out of here before it's here, because that Anchorage was really bad as it is, and it's about to get a lot worse when this huge ship comes into this rolly little Anchorage.
It makes it even tighter.
Yeah.
They chase everyone away. On our waypoint. Where are we going?
Whoa! Sorry. Oh, these waves are so aggressive. I took 2 seasickness pills that Allie gave me to try, and I don't know. It might be working. Maybe not. I don't feel that great, but it's pretty aggressive motion. Ooh.
know what it is? Did it come out?
Yeah, pretty cool. We're up behind you guys.
So aggressive.
Yeah, it's 23. It could be accelerating so much.
I don't know.
With that better 2 reefs in.
We just put a second reef in the main. I don't think these status bills are working. But it was really sweet of Allie to give them to me to try. So I think I'm gonna go put a patch on. Yeah,
like 25.
it does feel better.
Double reef in.
Yeah.
There we go. Maybe the island is that too. We've got out of the island.
I'm just gonna go down here so I don't have to edit out the wind noise. We haven't talked to you guys about the Tuamotos yet. That's why I got on here. So, because we're going fast. We don't want to go too fast because we want to arrive into the Tuamotos in daylight. So we're planning to make a sunrise arrival because there's no good great forecasting for the tides, and we can only enter at slack. We enter, is it slack tide or incoming tide?
I think right now there's no slack.
I know, but which one is it?
So I guess we want to try for slack. Slightly incoming.
So we want to try for slack tide. So we want to be there first thing in the daylight so we can like assess the situation and find out what the tide's doing, because we just don't know until we get there. If we get there too fast, we're gonna get there in the dark. So our predict wind had us going 6.5 for the next 2.5 days, 440 miles. And so if we're going 8 knots, or 7.5 knots, yeah, 8 knots, like, that's not good. But we have a double reef in the main. So I guess short of flying the staysail. Would the staysail slow us down?
Okay.
Would putting the staysail up slow us down?
Probably.
So yeah, short of changing sails to a really heavy weather sail, there's not much we can do to slow down. But we're trying. Good life for 3 weeks. The anchorage was a little rolly, so at least we had some of our sea legs still, but
A little bit aggressive.
yeah, I gotta go put a patch on.
Well, thankfully the sea state seems to be settling. I don't know if the camera's gonna do it justice. They seem like much longer period now, as opposed to really steep. I think people are known to get smacked on this passage. It's a tough one between the Tuamotus and the Marquesas Islands. I'm just glad we're not going the opposite way, which would be into it, which I think people have to do with long stay visas. Like, I think our friends on Delos did that. I don't think it's an easy trip for 3 or 4 days. Yeah. So we're hanging out. We're hanging in there. Like, this one's a little bit bigger and taller, but more period. See, like, that's fairly large. About as high as our solar balls over our solar arch when we go down the trough there, so I don't know, that must be at least 10 or 12 feet, I guess, I don't know. 3 meters, 4 meters. Well, we out here. Still running double reef main, triple reef jib. So we basically had a working jib and our double reef in main, and we'll likely continue that through the night. I'm not gonna go up on deck and mess with it, I don't think, so. Boom. Bilge pump's going kind of crazy. I've been hoping it's nothing. We have a little bit of freshwater leak, but I just found water trickling from the rudder stuffing box, so it must need to be adjusted or something. I changed the stuffing in Penasco a year ago. We certainly don't have the bilge pump going off 5 times an hour. That's not normal for us, so I had to start doing some investigation, and I found it. I'll see if I can find and show you the leak. See when the rudder turns, water comes in. A little lumpy, but not bad. Averaging mid-6s, so that's good. Definitely amount of miles we have left. Really don't want to go too fast because we want to make this pass daylight, so I'm kind of happy to sit in the 6s here. Probably actually have to slow down a little bit by the time we get closer, but so far so good. It's funny when like a almost 500-mile sail, 450 miles, seems like nothing in a Pacific Ocean for you. This would be a big sail on the East Coast, like Bermuda or something, but here it's just like a little jump. Funny. We are about 150 miles away now. Wind's come a little forward of the beam now, so it's gotten a little choppy. Not too bad though. Last night was very squally. I didn't really get much sleep. It was constant reefing, unreefing. Hopefully that ends. Seems like it's cleared up now. The sun is out again, which is good. And just looking forward to arriving at that pass. We're trying to time a low slack water, which I believe is 1050. It's a bit of a guess. There's not really accurate tide tables. So I'm gonna arrive around then. So we're kind of throttling back our speed a little bit. We've been double reefed most of the trip, trying to keep our speed in check. And yeah, can't wait to see that crystal clear water. Packing some heat, 27, 28 knots. Saw 30 earlier. Held it down below. My autopilot control's here, just running away from it. A little scrap of jib out in reef 2. It's not letting us go easily. About 80 miles to go.
"450 nautical miles, and almost 3 days later, we've officially reached the Tuamotos and are navigating the pass into an atoll called Raoria. We've arrived not at slack tide, but on an outgoing tide that is running about 4 knots. The last 12 hours have been tough sailing, and we know based on research that, relatively speaking, this pass is fairly easy to navigate. It's wide and well marked, so we decide to approach with caution. How many knots are we going?
1.
Well, it goes 4 to 5 knots, which would make sense. We're going into a strong one over here.
Where's that mark go?
It's ripping all the way to that mark.
Huh?
It's ripping all the way to that mark.
So, Grace is steering us through the bommies with open seat again and our autopilot control right there. I am keeping a visual lookout and watching our forward scan, which is showing 400 feet ahead of us and the depth contour coming up. And I also have the radar here. So teamwork makes the dream work. We don't have the best visibility right now. It's choppy, not a lot of sun, so we're relying on other tools. Yeah, you can see the sea state's not great for spotting things. No, I only see one now.
There's one there, and there's one there.
Okay, that's the inside.
So I think it should be.
I'm lining up the channel right now.
Left of that.
Well, you see the shallows right there?
I am getting so giddy with excitement looking at this water because I can see the aqua blue. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but I can like see the bommies at the bottom. We're in over 20 feet. How much feet of water are we in now?
40.
We're in 40 feet, and I can see all the way down. Crazy. There is a beautiful bommy in the distance. So bright green. Which correlates to that blob right there.